Betty Drabik spent her final weeks at the hospice house that she did so much to help make a reality. Betty and her husband Dan owned Dante's Pizza and Pasta House and conducted an annual fundraiser for community hospice. In 13 years, they generated more than $143,000, serving meals of spaghetti and salad. When a fire destroyed the restaurant, Betty still put on a fundraiser, even as she continued her own battle with breast cancer. With a motto of supporting the community that supports us, the Drabiks helped many other organizations. Betty was a huge believer in the schools and the programs they offer to young people. She believed in caring for the sick or the less fortunate. She was a supporter of community hospice because she knew that end-of-life issues are so emotional for both the patient and their family. Betty believed in the goodness of people and tried to find that goodness in everyone she encountered. When Betty passed away earlier this year, she left behind a legacy of great food, generous giving, never-ending love, and a hole in the heart of the community that loved her so much. That is why Betty Drabik is our Red Cross humanitarian hero.
You know, Betty and I, we always felt that servant leadership just goes with the territory. You know, we do business in Tuscarawas County in New Philadelphia. It's where we live, it's where kids go to school. And it's really important that you be a part of the system and you give back, you know, where you can and if you can. You know, we've been very fortunate over the years. The support from the community has been great, not only through the good times when business was, you know, booming and things were good, but, you know, even in the wake of all the unfortunate circumstances that have cropped up in our life. Again, the community support has been overwhelming. Hospice was a natural for us because they're such special people. You know, there's so many good organizations in this community, and you folks are obviously one of them. You can't, unfortunately, get behind all of them. We did the best we could to get behind as many as we could, but you know, what the folks at hospice do, that just takes a special breed of people. To be able to, you know, pack up and go to the next place, and you know that the outcome is probably going to be about the same. We've had nothing but the, you know, overwhelming respect for that organization, their compassion, the kindness, the support, good people. So it was real easy for us to get behind them. So, but for several of those years, the monies that we raised just primarily went to like general patient care, for indigent care, you know, because they certainly support a lot of that, hospice does. And then once the building project was announced, we got excited about that. So we asked that, you know, anything that we did going forward would be earmarked, you know, especially for that project. You know, Betty was she's a pretty modest person. She kind of flew under the radar, and she didn't like to, you know, have the spotlight on herself so much. I know if she was here and you asked her, she would tell you she's no hero. She certainly is to me and to our family. In everything that she ever did, you know, she always set a good example. And I would say the way that I would want her remembered is, to me, she was the personification of everything good in a person. She had a lot of friends because she knew how to be a friend. You know, Betty wasn't judgmental. You never heard her say anything bad about people. She was always encouraging, supportive, nurturing, you know, always quick with a smile, something positive and upbeat. That was always her nature. And so I think that she just lived a life that is an example of just putting your best foot forward. All the good things that we possess as individuals, I think were manifest in her. I know I'm biased of her husband, but she was a pretty special gal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2013 humanitarian hero, the late Betty Drabik.